Welcome back, everyone, to that long-standing saga.
And wide.
That is long and wide.
Yes,
girthy.
it is. Yes, it is.
That is the story pertaining to the Backwater Bastards in space.
In space! Well, I've done my bit. I can go home now. The magic.
Hey, guys.
Yes.
How are we all?
Well, I mean, we're fucking.
I'm excited. We left it at a
Eager to get started.
bit of a well,
Yeah,
that
I
we
mean,
did.
bit of a spot.
Yeah.
Shall I give us a little bit of a roundup?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Let us know where we're at.
So,
Jail.
you're in jail.
True. Yeah.
You're in jail. You've made your move. The bastards have made their move against Admiral Larky.
Yes.
Lucky son.
They came in on one of the Imperial ships, gave
Yeah.
them a little ride
Yeah.
with some soldiers, and came in to see Larky. Herodotus had a bit of a gambit where he was attempting to convince Larky that what he really needed was a puppet king who could control both Clan Zarg and the Craw,
Exactly. He needed, in essence, his own Raj.
which pretty good plan, but not what Larky was looking for.
The
Sorry, I
bloody
was
pup
opening
does
up a
not
sheet.
understand the nature of power. You've referred to it as a satrap king or something like this?
Satrap, yes.
Satrap.
Like the Raj was to the Empress.
But Larky has already sold himself on this idea that he's going to be, he's worked out, he goes from admiral, and then he's going to be the governor of Zarg Moon, and then he'll step up from there to probably being either some sort of field marshal or emperor,
Hey, Dick.
one
not
or
to
the
be a
other.
Dick, but it feels like this imperial political system isn't entirely thought out. I mean, have you ever heard of a fucking client?
There we go. Now Evan's got a problem with our own system, and he wants to go off on an essay about how
the world building here is skin deep at best. No, I'm just.
Well, it's
Sorry,
time
Dickie, go on.
It's time.
to mute
Don't you
Evan.
see how there's a sensible
It's
progression
time.
between those things I just said? So Larky did not take Herodotus up on his offer, and he took the bastards. All three have been, Cleo and Herodotus have been relieved of their equipment, of their communicators, of their weapons, of their explosive kits. And Dr. Z, given that he's inside a sort of a plastic honey boy machine thing, was a lot harder to search and relieve of his properties. But he has been disabled. There's basically sort of pockets of honey boy that have been turned into solid limp plastic by little devices that have been implanted that shut down his technology.
Are these the spots where the weapons were?
Yeah.
Yeah, bugger.
Bugger!
So again, weapons, communicators, and interfaces have been turned off there. Little do they know, the full capabilities of the honey boy, of course.
If only they knew that it was a dead AI. Plug it into
But
the ship.
Cleo did
Plug her
manage to
in.
smuggle one small little thing with her.
I did.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And that thing was her universal detonator.
Yes, it was. Shit's up.
Which,
yes,
uh,
it is.
Yes, yes.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-boom.
Is being paired sort of Bluetooth styles with the stone, aka the nuke, aka that big ass rocket that they found sitting in an alleyway in New Terra.
Yep.
That was a really great bomb sound I just made. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Next one's $5.
Has that one for free.
And that
Yeah.
thing, they
Anybody
might have
can
just
sample
hidden
that.
it on board a ship, on board an Imperial ship, which is now sitting
An imperial
on
flagship.
the giant, Imperial flagship, which is basically like when they go to war, this thing is the base of operations that's making everything else work. It's where all the fighters
The
are coming to
linchpin.
refuel. It's where all the bombers are coming to get their bombs back. It's how everyone is supposed to get a ride home back to New Terra.
Really? So this is more of like a mothership than
It's a mothership, really.
When you say, I was thinking the victory at the Armada at Trafalgar.
I mean,
one
they
of
have-
many, but the
yeah.
first of the ships.
So what, the
You're
other
talking
ships
about the
can't,
fucking Battlestar Galactica here.
So
They
the other
do
ships
have-
can't FTL back, or?
They do have other ships that are capable, like all the big ones are all capable of inter-system travel.
Okay.
But the fighter ships are not, and most of them
Oh.
were because they've got so many of them. Most of them are supposed to park up back in the.
Okay, so we
Back
need
in
to
the
fucking
flagship.
have a little discussion then in our little cell.
So it is a very important part of the infrastructure of this war.
Watch out
That's
for
going on right
cameras.
now. it's not just a like a sort of a visual victory of like, oh, we took out the big one. It is it will put a serious fly in their ointment.
All right, we need to be really careful about not over leveraging this, because I fucking guarantee you Dick has some tricks up his sleeve. He's not just gonna bomb this thing.
I was thinking that we were like we were, you know, good, and then now Dickie's talking like this. I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's a chain of command, or there's a, you know, this isn't
There's going to be serious repercussions. I mean, we're going to have to feel like shit, because this is
still
like blowing up
do
the
it.
Death Star. Well, this is like blowing up the Death Star thing, right? Like, what about all the contractors and stuff, you know? But I think we can use this to fucking get Larky, which...
Yes.
So speaking of Larky, it wasn't entirely the plan, but it's what's happened. The secret recording you've got of him admitting that he's taken some private citizens of the Empire hostage.
Yes.
On tape. You got that on tape, and you've sent that to Z1.
I sent that to Z1.
Who's a bit of a hacktivist.
Oh, there we go.
Who knows what he might do with that? I mean, I think we know exactly what he's going to do with that. He's going to put that out into the airwaves.
Yes.
Yeah, so self-replicating. Self-replicating everywhere he can get it. So that is going to be out there. But at the same time, Larky has taken you all and put you in the brig. You're locked up in cells with energy fields all the way around.
Oh, it seems like we're all in individual cells as well.
You're in individual cells, yes. You're each in an individual cell.
And the laser field goes in the ceiling and in the floor, so you can't dig a way out. It's a box.
It's a full-blown box. You've got to either somehow get through this field or deactivate this field. There's no getting around it. So Larky has put you aboard his landing ship, which is a pride of the Empire, this big gold and white monstrosity designed to just sort of inspire awe and be like, hey, the Empire is here. And he's planning to take that to the southern side of Zarg Moon to use you all basically as human shields, or shields of various species, to be able to land a party of his troops right down there by Zarg Castle without being shot out of the air by the anti-aircraft guns.
Using us as shields.
And that, I believe, is where we are. So let's actually get into this thing. The three of you are in separate cells, locked up.
So this is a nice pickle you've gotten us in, Doctor.
Yes. Perfectly planned, Herodotus.
But it was until you spilt my hand all over him.
Now, boys, we could end all of this with a bang.
Yes. Get rid of that.
Cleo, for goodness sake, think about the Imperial lives that would go lost. This is a
I'm thinking about them.
This is a finely tuned game of chess, not some
that's exactly what I'm thinking about.
All of yours. Come on, get yourself together, Bear. We've got killing to do.
I mean, we gotta seize the means of production is what we gotta do.
Yes, absolutely. As old Karl would have said it, you know, the proletariat masses must rise up and establish its own dictatorship. And of course, I aim to be that very dictator. But fast and foremost, we must get out of this pickle that a doctor has landed us in. And I suggest a little bit of rapscallion rakery.
Oh, if you do think we're in here purely because of the email that you had me draft, then I think we were going to be betrayed either way.
Not send. You would never make it through secretary school.
Yes, well, I mean, a draft was meant to be sent at some point.
Yes, as a threat, Doctor. If we were to hold a man hostage and you shot him in the head, I would have problems with that too. You're supposed to go off at the right time, otherwise it's just...
sending an email is hardly as bad as I could shoot your hostage in the leg.
Yes, Doctor, but at least then we would have a maintainable threat. Now it is out there. We cannot... Well, Larky doesn't know we can stop it. Therefore, he's just going to take the damage. The point was to embarrass him into submission, not spill the beans and show him that he's actually impervious.
We could send it again.
That won't make a difference. It's out there. I know you're not human, so you cannot understand this. But we have a certain concept known as nobilitas as dignity. You as a jellyfish don't have a spine to stand up for such morals.
Yes. How about we worry about trying to get out of this little cage?
Oh, very well. How well can you fake a stomach cramp?
Can I push the dead part of the locked up part of the jelly boy up against the laser field?
That's not a bad idea. So, yeah, you totally can. So you can sort of manipulate these pockets and sort of just move them throughout the still usable honey boy and push them out to the extremities and to sort of probe at the field. And it seems to be like kind of a more of a concussive force field. It just tries to deflect you away from it. Like when you touch it, you just kind of bounce away from it, almost like magnetized. But if you do really sort of press the issue, then there's a sort of a grinding sensation that happens as there's just flecks of the honey boy just being chipped away and dropping onto the ground like little bits, little sort of sparkly bits of glass.
Yeah. Okay. And that's with the inactive part of the honey boy.
Yes. So you can't even really you're not getting any signals back from it. You can't feel it, so to speak. Like it's just kind of dead inactive parts.
And I can't
getting sort of chipped
move
away.
the jellyfish body through the inactive parts of the jelly, can I?
No, it's
just solid.
Kind of like solid plastic. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll just pull it back. Just be like, well, good to know this laser field isn't completely impenetrable, but I imagine, had this part of the body been on, it would hurt. I don't suggest you to do it.
Oh, really? You don't want to suppress our mortal flesh up against a battery made of pure flaming plasma? Thank you, Doctor. Your prognosis is noted. Now, again, how well can you fake a stomach cramp?
Harry, you seemed stressed.
No, Doctor, just pressed for time. We have places to be, things to destroy.
What do you mean places to be? We're on our way. This ship is going to the south end of the moon.
Well, yes, but we weren't going to the south end. Have you forgotten the plan already?
Yes, I remember the plan, and part of the plan was improvise. I remember you saying it specifically. If anything went wrong, we would improvise.
You're not wrong, Daniel. Daniel, sorry.
Who the fuck is Daniel?
Get that fucking name out of this table.
Honey boy. You're not wrong, Doctor. But how do we take back control of the series of actions that will result from this moment in time?
I know what I could do.
Noticed, but
I could fake a stomach ache, and then when they come over, I could try and telepathically control them.
See, now you're thinking, Doctor. I had a similar plan myself. But yours I quite approve. I was going to take off my robotic leg, use it as some sort of missile, and launch it at the... But yours is somewhat more elegant and might actually get us out. I was just thinking in petty ways. You know how I am, a little bit of a diva.
We're going to get a high heel attached to that boot next time.
Right for the groin. Aim for the balls. Quick nip and
rocket
tuck.
kick.
Yeah. Rocket kick right to the jewels. Very good. Very well, you go ahead, Doctor. We'll act distracted. Come on, Bear, act distracted.
Wait, shouldn't Cleo be doing the stomach ache? I feel like a jellyfish with a tummy ache, probably not the best.
I mean, do jellyfish even have stomachs? But then again,
if I have a stomach ache, there's
Terran.
gonna be like a side effect, and that side effect is that the dungeon will fill with hot, molten bear shite.
Yep.
Smell.
Herodotus considers this and starts banging on the wall.
Ooh, ow! I am suffering what can only be described as a shooting pain in my chest. I do believe it's one of those coronary heart attacks. Would someone be so kind as to aid me? Hello?
Help! Do we have a doctor?
Room
Yes,
service.
I am a doctor. I am a doctor.
Did y'all hear that?
A medical doctor, you buffoon.
You don't even need to get one.
I am a doctor.
already
all of a
have
sudden, in the top right corner of each cell, a sort of a little projected screen appears, and there's like a very perturbed-looking Terran soldier, Imperial soldier, sort of sitting there like frowning down at you, saying,
"You do know that we can hear everything you say in there."
Oh, yes, so you would have heard the part about us complaining about a stomach ache and a heart problem. We need help.
Yes, ow. Ooh,
We heard the part about you faking it and that it's a plan to escape.
No.
I go down in the service of the Emperor.
He did service of
My
the Emperor.
love for always.
I can't believe you'd let a man just die in your cells.
What? We know that he's not dying.
He clearly is dying. Do you see his face?
I mean, it does look rather grey.
Yeah, so how can you be sure? We need help.
Well, he is the more sickly of the three.
Yes.
Look, we all ate from the same dish, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what that means, but I'm not sure that I want to find
I
out.
don't know how y'all are about health and safety, but I mean,
All right, one of us is coming in.
Well, thank you very much.
whose cell? Whose cell?
The sort of the main sliding doors, and they're big fat doors into the brig. This slides open, and a soldier walks in, so like looking, goes past Cleo's cell, sort of looking in at Cleo,
And I'm going.
and then gets across to Herodotus's cell, where Herodotus is properly sort of like on the floor, faking a heart attack, or perhaps in the throes of an actual heart attack.
We don't know.
Who's to know?
And sort of like stands there watching him for a little while.
They're like, are these people having a heart attack or are they gonna have diarrhea? Like, which is
One
it?
of them's about to shit themselves, one of them's confused about what to do, and the other one may actually be having a heart attack.
What a coinky dink.
You there, get up, get back up.
What?
I don't think you can just tell someone who's having a heart attack to get up. I think
You
you
better
need-
not move him. Think of how mad your boss is gonna be if you
Yes.
moved him and his
Oh, yeah.
neck
They're going to
snapped.
be furious. Larky seemed to enjoy toying with him, and I can
You'll
understand
kill him.
why. I've done
You'll
it myself.
kill him.
The face appears back up in the corners of the well, you know, Larky did say we have to keep him alive. He mustn't injure himself. We need him to get past the guns.
Look at his face.
I wouldn't put it past him to injure himself just to prove a point either. I mean,
He's a flight risk.
he is a flight risk.
It's on his foul.
You in there, Bandit King! Stop that right now!
He's turning a color.
You can't just... You need to help them. I'm a doctor. You should let me do it.
I think he is also allergic to that thing we ate earlier. And you better check.
Herodotus starts shaking violently.
Oh goodness! Quickly! Send in some backup. I'm going to enter the cell.
It's happening.
Cleo, tell my story.
I will, baby. Look, he's not gonna make it. I can see his
Open it
hair.
up just long enough for me to step inside, would you?
His hair is getting crispy.
Cold. So
The field in front of Herodotus opens up just from a circle in the middle.
I think one of his fingernails fell off.
Can if Herodotus points his toe, right, and then fires off the leg missile
That is
rocket
so
escape,
fucking stark.
will he then just shoot the direction of his toe essentially?
Oh, he has to.
Yeah, I think so. He has a good potential
Come on.
for like burning his own like the back of his thigh and stuff as well.
Well,
but,
it's not straight down. Like he's lying on the floor. The dude's coming in. We're talking a 45-degree angle at most.
Wait, what's that movie where the guy rides that motorbike and he burns his leg because he's trying to break the speed record?
I don't know.
And he does. It's a New
That's
Zealander
called
who builds a bike. Anyways,
Biking man.
don't worry about it.
Bike man.
and he loves bacon.
He's fucking bacon.
Biking man.
He's bacon and eggs.
Biking and eggs.
The fastest man alive. Fucking bacon. Bacon Allen.
Played by Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, I would say so. Like
bacon with bacon.
Fish and chips.
if you were to point it and activate it, it would just sort of drag you along with it, and
All right.
in whatever direction you pointed.
Okay.
Oops, I can't.
I don't
stop
happen to have some
laughing.
sort of quick release on it, do I?
Oh well.
I don't know about a quick release,
best,
but you
wouldn't
could sort of potentially like undo the strap prior to firing it.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm just gonna chance it. Like it's quick enough to shoot me along at like a good 60 miles an hour, so that's stronger than a punch.
Oh
So
yeah, I
we're
mean,
gonna- we're
significantly
gonna-
stronger than a punch.
Yeah, okay.
One Punch Man.
So lying on his back, essentially, we're just gonna throw a foot up and sort of point it and
Call me
fire
like
off
your
the rocket.
French girls.
Yeah. Right. He's aiming for the family jewels.
Alrighty. I think just give me a D20. I think this is just a straight dexterity kind of roll.
Oh, good God, no. Oh yes, baby.
18, baby. Oh shit.
Now we're cooking with petrol.
So the instant the field opens up, Herodotus fires off his rocket boot, sending himself sailing directly towards the head of the fellow who was about to step in. He's holding
between the legs.
a
In
big
between the legs.
rifle. but it is a bit of a silly sort of ceremonial rifle. You know, it's the same sort of like white and gold sort of matching this ship, and it looks like a little bit awkward to be using in close quarters. And he does try to sort of bring it down to defend himself, but you know, again, it's not really built for purpose, and he doesn't get a chance whatsoever. As Herodotus just catches him full in the face with a solid steel boot.
Yes,
Dealing, could I get you to roll a d6 here for damage?
I just want to interject that I was indeed aiming for the family jewels.
Are you aiming for the family jewels? Then let me the head
In
between
that
his
case-
legs.
What?
What? No, don't say that.
All right, I got a 2 on the damage.
2 on the damage. I mean, that's a lot of damage to be right between the legs.
2.
Yeah.
The soldier is just taken, like Herodotus is just dragged along on his back. He is like, you know, there's a slight sort of singeing to the back of his trousers. His head is sort of like thumping along the ground a little bit, but for the most part, he is uninjured as he sails out of the cell, catching the soldier between the legs, who just crumbles on the ground with dropping the rifle.
Oh, I'm grabbing for that immediately.
I mean, hey,
this is working.
You've still got 2 energy points with which to do such things during your turn. After all,
I'm gonna while covering the gentleman with the gun, and saying something piffy like "No hard feelings, young un, but the old guard is not out yet." And then do I need a key to open the doors? Do I know the procedure? I mean, I'm assuming it's ordinary military
it's
standing.
pretty sad. So it's opened from the like the sort of the control room where the voice, the man who appears in the corner is sitting.
All right.
Because there's 2 of them working in tandem. There's one of them sitting there watching you and controlling everything, and then there's the one who came in.
Very good. Very good. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go for the direct one first, but I'm assuming this is not gonna work. Tell them to open the doors. The cell doors.
They're not going to open the doors.
Harry does not listen. Shoots on the ground in front of him to make sure the guy understands his serious.
Open the cells! Open the cells! He's going to kill me!
I like it.
Yes.
The other sort of workers like,
I'm sounding the alarm. I'm sorry. I can't open the doors.
Open it now, or the boy gets the worst of it.
Wait. Look, I can't just let you out, but
Yes, you can. You will be doing the right thing for the Empire.
you let him go first, and then I'll open the cells.
You swear yourself to me, and you both get to live. Not only do you get to live, you get out of this sticky situation with your honor intact. Or do you prefer to go down with Lucky, that swiny, stinking plebeian?
Simply the chain of command, sir. I must do what Lucky says.
You know well as I, young'un, that at the heart, the Empire is driven not by procedure, but by honor. Where is yours?
My honor is to the procedure, sir. I'm afraid I mustn't. I've been assigned one task, and it's not to let the prisoners leave. And
Thus speaks a coward. A coward who would not save his friend.
I'm sorry, Timothy. I'm sorry. I'm going to close you in there with them now.
Harry looks at Timothy.
Timothy, eh? And what say you in all of this? Abandoned as you are? Will you swear yourself to the cause of righteousness?
yes, I'll do whatever you say. I'll do whatever you say. And as
my
he's saying
God.
this, the big armored doors that sort of to the brig, to the cell block, close.
Oh, we just got dick
Slam
magic,
shut.
you guys.
Very well, Timothy. So tell me, is it like in the holocrons? If I shoot the panels on the doors, will it deactivate them?
I'm not an engineer, sir, but I wouldn't imagine so. That seems like that would be a serious security flaw.
Harry.
Fair point. Yeah, yes, Doctor.
Have your boy go over and stand next to the interface, and then I'll try and telepathically control him from here, and then use him to hack the door.
Oh, big brains.
Yeah.
All right, Timothy. From now on, your name is Marionette. It's just your revolutionary name.
Net.
Right? Follow me.
Right, sir. He gets up off the ground, clutching at his crotch and sort of hobbling along.
Oh, sorry about that. Little bit of ice and a good woman will see you well.
Oh boy. I should have said man. No. Yeah.
Yes.
As long as within the system I have some sort of dominance over them, it should be fine.
But yeah, I will. I guess I could roll to because I can try and telepathically control from a distance, right? Without yeah.
It's just like harder, but like
Right.
you're still good at it, you know? Like it's
Don't be
Right,
too
now-
hard on the boy.
Relax your mind. Allow any kind of thought from the outside in.
I don't like the sound of that.
You
Yes.
don't have a choice, boyo. Herodotus and prods him in the back with the rifle.
Well, Timothy.
And I've just rolled an
Timothy
11.
does not have any sort of mental defenses to speak of, and as such, you've rolled an 11, which is literally the lowest score you could roll to
Yes.
succeed here.
Oh,
It's a success. And reaching out telepathically, you're able to invade his mind and take control of him, much like a marionette, much like when you do a full mind hack.
Yes, but I'm just trying to guide and tell him which things to cut or press.
So you've just kind of got him now, like this marionette thing, sort of slightly glazed over.
Ah, bugger! I've rolled a 9 on my hacking.
no.
So with the doctor's guidance, Timothy jimmies open the control panel and sort of gets in there and starts trying to hack it. Seems to be minimal, if any, success.
Right.
As you can hear now, outside in the corridor outside, footsteps.
Ah, fuck. Harry, I'm sorry. And then I'm also going to say, Timothy, it's unfortunate for you. I'm going to walk Timothy over to Cleo's wall
Oh, shit.
and lay down on top of the field to try and make an opening.
No.
Oh my god. That is fucking grim.
But I wasn't going to do that.
Are
But
you insane? What fuck?
No, there are footsteps coming, and you're by yourself and out there, and we can't do shit from
I've
here.
got a gun and a hostage.
You need
But
you need
this is the hostage.
You need the
You
power
could-
of a bear.
You
You
could
need
control
bear
the
claw.
hostage and turn the
No.
turn it on them.
Nope. You need bear claw.
Wait,
Dude, I have a better idea. I have a better idea.
Too late.
You
Laying
can,
down.
No. Damn.
Okay, go
Come
on.
on,
Hit me with it. Go on. What is it?
Can you control the kid?
Yeah.
I
Alright,
thought the hostage was the guy that we're using right now.
And I'm using him to
Yeah,
free
There's
yeah,
only
Cleo.
one guy.
Yeah. Don't
So
kill
you
him.
don't have a hostage now. Dr. Z has a hostage.
Yeah. We both. I still
And
have
he's
the gun.
going
I
He's
can
going
still
to
shoot
kill
him.
him straight away,
Yeah,
much
and I'm
like
saying-
was signposted at the beginning of this
don't-
episode.
I'm saying don't do that.
Okay.
I mean, I do like that there's already like a callback to like your conversation at the beginning, though, of like you saying to the doctor, well, if I had a hostage and you shot him in the head, I would be upset then as well. And like immediately upon getting a hostage, he takes control of it and kills it. Immediately.
Sticky.
But
Do you want to allow a retcon here? Or
No.
do you want it to play out?
I'll allow
Come on.
whichever thing you guys want to do.
too
That's-
dark. It's too evil.
It's not too dark.
I
It's
like
fine.
it.
Is.
I
It's
like
He's
it.
got
very
a name
utilitarian,
now.
though.
He
think it's-
surrendered to us. He has
He didn't
joined us.
surrender.
He did.
Well,
He surrendered
Is-
to me.
I mean, he did surrender, but he had a gun in his face.
Yeah, but he surrendered. Come on, man.
All right,
I'm just
Harry,
saying.
I give you this. You have 3 moments from the start of that door opening before I lay down. And I'm saying this with Timothy's voice just to make it extra weird so that you're watching Timothy speak at you.
Oh shit! Herodotus is like, wait. First off, is there anywhere I can hide in this room?
Imagine if the guy
So
comes
there are-
downstairs
there are
and
just wanna lie
Timothy's
down, though.
dancing.
I'm not,
There
I'm
are
not
some
gonna do it
empty
because
cells,
Cleo
but
Other than
Harry,
cells, I don't want to be. I don't want to risk getting
Harry's
locked in.
upset
Yeah,
by
you
it.
could just get locked back into
Yeah,
one of them
exactly.
if you do go in them. But you know, it's basically just like a corridor, like a big wide corridor that goes down with cells on either side.
All right. Is there any sort of is there like a corner beside the door?
Oh yeah,
where
yeah,
they come in?
The corner beside the door would be the only sort of like vaguely hidden place. It'd be right in the corner, like almost touching Cleo's.
I can't believe you
force field.
stopped me from lying down. I'm feeling
Well,
so
it'll
bad
be
about
perfect.
it now.
It'll be fine. It'll be
I
fine.
feel like I've said an action and then taken it back, and it's a bad play.
Listen, doctor, snap out of it, man.
I've not
Make him
snapped into anything. I'm fine.
Oh, very good. make him seem like he's gone insane and threaten to throw himself on Cleo's laser door.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to have him
yes,
do.
Yes, but this time, wait.
Right. I'll
Don't
wait.
go firing off half cock. Not again.
He's gonna learn how to have a hostage.
I'll wait. Yes. I will wait briefly.
No, you will wait till I say so. Do you understand?
If I
Maybe.
feel like at any moment this draft needs to be sent, I shall send it.
Doctor, one of these days I shall have to shoot you. But not
Cleo's
today.
in the background like, I still got the remote, yo!
Yes. We know. We're getting to that. Okay, so Herodotus scoots
Bam,
up
bam,
beside
bam.
the door and stands ready to sort of take aim at whoever comes in. But it's important that he like yells this shit so that they'll come in and try to stop him.
Makes sense.
What does Timothy sound like? Oi,
Oi,
mister! I'm just feeling pretty sad today.
I was gonna throw myself on this fucking door.
Yeah.
It's just
Did you
too
want to
much
do?
and
Do you
the
want to do
benefits-
the Timothy voice, like whatever you're making him say?
The benefits package just ain't what you said it was going to be, mate.
I'll have the guard just stand in the middle of the room.
Can I ask a question about this?
Yes.
Someone is coming down the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other guard that left probably told on us.
Yeah, they
So
can
wouldn't it-
watch and see everything on the camera.
Okay.
Right. Ooh.
So
And he did
should-
sound the alarm when he slammed the door shut.
Right. Can I
Right.
shoot any of the cameras?
That's probably a good idea.
Excellent.
Especially if
God,
you're going
we're-
to try and hide in the corner.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking
Okay, fine.
stupidest.
Should I roll? What do I roll?
They've seen all of the plans that we have so
Well,
far.
we haven't said. I
He
haven't gone
literally-
to the corner
He
yet.
literally said that like a few moments ago. We've
I
heard
know, and I
everything.
listened, but I didn't like. I haven't. I'm just in a cage. I'm not bothering anyone.
I want to free you.
I,
I like
at a terrible cost. There's got to be more bodies coming in. You can throw one of them on. I just feel for Timothy. Okay, he got abandoned. He's one of us. He's an outcast.
Oh, he ain't.
Yes, he
Well,
is.
He got a
was-
uniform.
How long
was-
could he last?
he
Didn't you
doesn't
hurt
have
his
a
groin?
choice. Do you want him to to go naked?
Maybe. I don't know. What's he look like?
He's a sweet boy.
Well,
We don't know.
No.
He could be
no.
an asshole.
All right, so
Come on.
Herodotus is going to try and shoot out some of the cameras, yeah? Like the
Yeah.
So just give me like a rapid fire of just was it your gun, your service pistol, I believe it's called.
Service blaster. Oh, we got a -4. Shit.
Fuck.
So that's not great. That's a natural 1 the first shot.
Oh shit.
All
We
right.
got a -1. We got a 0. We got a 7.
And
we got
give me
a
one more
10.
10.
A
Okay.
14. Rough start, but we caught it up.
Yes, so he's taking some shots at these cameras. The first one is real bad though. Give me a D100. Let's just see how bad that thing
Oh
is.
no! The thing is gonna blow up. Shit. Oh, shit.
More bad
53.
than not bad.
53.
Ay, ay, ay.
So Herodotus, he's like a cowboy. He's just going with this rifle. He's like, choo, choo, like he wants to take out all the cameras out as quick as possible so that he can get to a hidden position before the forces outside get inside, so no one knows where he is. He takes his first shot at the camera in the corner. This is the camera that needs to be taken out the most, with the one pointing straight at where he wants to hide. He misses that camera. The bullet ricochets off the wall and strikes Timothy in the shoulder.
Perfect.
How bad is it?
He's now taken 6 points of damage and is like staggering. He's barely able to keep himself upright, but because Dr. Z is forcing him to stand in the middle of the room, his body kind of shaking with the strain of standing upright is there
Jesus.
standing. As Herodotus takes another couple shots before finally hitting the camera dead on.
Bloody hell. Oh, God. This is not regulation. These sights. God. Timothy, you deserve that. The disrepair of this gun is atrocious. You are a shame to the fleet.
Yeah, it is enough time that you have created a blind spot by the door.
Is it in fucking Timothy's eye? A blind spot? No? Okay.
You said in the shoulder.
So he's only been hit in the shoulder.
I know,
and,
but you said
and
blind
the,
spot.
and
then I
the
thought,
testicles.
One time.
Shoulder
I
and
realized I was
testicles.
wrong.
2 spots he's been hit in.
Oh, that's fun.
But he is also like one shot away from being dead, so he's kind of bleeding
We'll
out.
use him for the thing.
I know. Tay and I are like blood.
No, you're right. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll hold it. I'll hold
Next.
it.
You know what? What's gonna happen now, Dick?
Yeah.
As Herodotus makes this blind spot and gets into it, and the
Fabulous.
doors slide open.
Okay.
And the first thing that starts coming through the doors
Uh-oh.
is the tip of another one of these rifles.
It's like that scene in Willow.
Oh, how long is this rifle?
They're quite long. They're kind of ceremonial rifles. They're a bit like bad for like shooting people on a ship.
Fuck yeah. Okay, cool. Carry on.
Everything about this ship is like, much more form over function. It's very
dumb and ceremonial.
Because it is about like bringing out like, okay, this is when we bring out like, hey, we've taken your planet. Now look at us in all our finery.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
But yes, the soldiers coming in and sort of seeing Timothy standing there, just shaking, quivering, bleeding.
Oh no. I wave.
Like humans do.
Hello.
What's going on?
Yes, nothing to see. Oh wait, Timothy's voice. Yes, nothing to see here. Just, well, I came in because there was a medical crisis.
What do you mean? Where's the other prisoner?
I've been shot.
Yes, I can see that. He's shot you, and he's taken your rifle, so where is he?
Yes, I don't know because I've been shot.
God damn. Hang on. Let me get on the radio. He's shot out the camera. What's going on in there? I'm not going in blind. This is really creepy.
All right, well,
Standing there shaking.
Okay, I'll come to you then.
Wait a second. As Timothy's marionette body
Please help.
stumbles forward, the gun that Herodotus can sort of see sticking through the door backs away back through the door.
Okay, Herodotus, as Timothy passes, sort of creeps out from behind him and puts his gun over Timothy's shoulder, and has a dead shot then at the guy in front of him.
Give me a dexterity roll just for this maneuver.
Fuck,
See if you can
if I trip.
get yourself there and aiming and ready without without screwing up the whole thing.
Shit. God damn it!
Oh my
It's
god.
Oh no! Come on!
All right, so you leap out around. You take the thing over Timothy's shoulder. You're mostly hidden behind him. You're aiming out, and you get your first glimpse out into the corridor where there are no less than 4 soldiers armed with these rifles standing at the bottom of the stairs that lead down to the brig. And problem is you do not have the drop on them as all 4 of them lift up their rifles to take aim at you.
Okay, can I quickly, can I see a way to close the door from the outside?
Yeah, there's a control panel on the outside.
Okay, I'll quickly push a button to close the door, stopping any bullets that might go hit Harry.
My goodness.
But I'll be standing on the other side, right?
Yeah, Timothy was going to be out there with them.
Yeah, so I'll close the door.
Wait, so you're gonna?
Oh my
so
goodness.
Timothy is gonna be out there with them. I'm gonna be.
You're still
Behind
in
the
we're
door.
still in the prison. Yeah.
But why would you? Oh, because you
Because they're
control
4 of them are about to shoot
They're
you.
about
with
to
a
shoot
face,
you.
and you don't
Yeah.
have your energy shield.
So if I can close the door, you're fine.
You can still control Timothy.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
So
All right.
The Timothy sort of like waddles forwards. And they're like, aiming at, trying to get a shot at Herodotus as Timothy comes in, smacks the control panel. The door pulls shut. Not a second too soon as you can hear these rifles discharged. And even like a little faint wisp of smoke coming from between the cracks of the door. As
Timothy dead?
all 4 rifles were fired at Herodotus. You
Who
can't
was
tell from the
standing
side
behind Timothy.
whether or not Timothy was shot.
and so I've lost control of Timothy.
Give me a telepathy roll. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. 21.
Do a tap dance.
But as the door closes, Dr. Z manages to keep a firm grasp on the mind of Timothy. And Timothy was not shot by any of the 4 blasts.
Brilliant. Savages. Absolutely savages, I tell you. In there. Did you see they shot me? Actually, literally shot me, like in my arm and stuff.
You're being really weird, Timothy.
What do you mean being really weird? Have you been shot in the arm and stuff, like I have and stuff?
You said that he wasn't. You said that you couldn't see him. He was right there.
I couldn't see them. I've been shot. Like literally shot.
Look, okay, you 2 take Timothy to the med bay. He's bleeding out. He's gonna bloody die all over the place. We can't have that.
No, well, am I? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's, like, serious? Like, death?
It looks very serious, Timothy.
Yes, well, there you
Boy,
go.
mate, you're not going to come back from that.
Well, then, yes, I would like to go med bay.
There's
All right.
nothing they can do for you in there.
You two,
Band-Aids.
just drag him off there. Get him to the med bay. God damn it! He's back on the radio. Isn't there anybody else on this useless piece of junk? Like, it's bad enough that we have to wear these strange uniforms.
I actually quite like it.
The prisoners are getting free. Surely that's top priority. Well, just tell Larky then.
Herodotus hears the name Lurky and starts banging on the door. Surrender! The man is not worth dying for.
God damn it. Well, if we can't have them all come on board and the prisoners have escaped and running riot in the passageways. What are we supposed to do out here?
Better be a good revolutionary than a terrible guard.
Why don't we just close down this entire wing of the vessel? Then when Larky's troops actually get here, they can deal with it. Yes, there's more of them. They've got better weapons.
Yes, that would seem very good to your career, wouldn't it? Oh yes, had to surrender the entire wing to the Bandit King rather than serve him, say, a top-paid bodyguard. Just open
Quiet in
these
there.
cells.
We're trying to decide what to do with you.
Yes, I'm giving you the best option.
We've got a food replicator.
Right, well, if no one's got any better plans, then I'm doing my one. We're closing off the wing, okay? All right. Just stay there in your cells and wait for the reinforcements, or there'll be a lot more trouble. You in there?
Oh, okay.
We're
sorry.
going now. We're leaving.
Listen, you. Soon it will be us in control, and you, cheeky little monkeys, will not be. Rule the day, I say. Oh, woe be to the vanquished and so on. We shall be like a scourge of God. Hear my words.
As all 4 soldiers actually leave, dragging Timothy, Dr. Z has got like a sort of a view of this. They go out and they close the door at the top of the steps and lock that, and then they leave the brig. They take there's the soldier as well who you've seen, who's been watching you over the cameras, who's like sort of nodding to them and like locking down as much as he can, and then they all leave. And as this is happening, the range sort of just drifts as you're getting a fuzzy view and you can no longer see what's going on with Timothy and these guards as they exit.
Well, not doing Harry's plan next time.
What, it was going quite well.
I'm joking.
As you said, Doctor, we improvised.
But you're left now, yes.
But
The three of
doctor
you
still has control over...
No, he just
brig.
said I lost range.
Unless you want Timothy to fight to stay within range, but he is very like on his last leg, so he will not win that fight very well.
Trying to have him like veering off into range. Come on, play it out, man. Play it out. There might be an advantage and we really need one.
I'll just take perception checks of like the places out there and see if I can notice anything near the entrance as well.
All right. Before you go out of range, though, just like throw a haymaker. See if you can overpower those guys.
I don't know, man. I was gonna throw my haymaker before, but
what's the worst that can happen?
Let me do this stuff first. Let me do this stuff first.
I mean, what you've done here has succeeded in like getting you not shot.
Yeah, exactly. I was stopping Harry from being shot. Yeah,
there's actually some success here. Now you've got a gun now. One of you is out, at least halfway out.
Yeah. But yeah, so a few perception rolls as being dragged off to just see.
So you don't even really need to roll for that because Timothy works here, or at least it has been working here today. So you do have a little bit of inside knowledge that this is just a sort of a small platoon that have been assigned to this, who they don't normally, like, they're not ceremonial guards or anything, they're just normal soldiers who have been given the uniforms and guns and sent in here. But on the way out, you can sort of see that they are locking the doors, but a lot of these doors don't have very good, like, they're just sort of standard door locks that you should be able to hack very easily. The tricky one is definitely going to be the one that is that Herodotus is standing right in front of.
Yeah.
Is an actual secure door.
Right.
Can he take over the ship?
And the shields can be deactivated from the room that has now been left unguarded. So if you can get through that door and then the door at the top of the stairs, you could unlock the cells. If Herodotus could do that.
Yeah.
Bam! You didn't manage to stick away some of those explosives somewhere, guarded you. I mean, wherever you put the detonator, maybe you left a little bit of black powder, something.
I mean, I'm coated in it. Is the thing, but they got my whiz bangs, Harry, in a bag.
Oh, bloody hell!
Now I can access them with my remote here.
Oh, well, I suppose it's worth a go.
Why?
Hopefully you
Now
don't blow up all of like Herodotus's gear in the process.
Well, I mean, we don't know where they put our things or my things. I reckon they done piled them up.
Well, I mean, all I'd be losing would be my power baton and my service revolver. And neither of those was of any particular value to me. I suppose the coat will be a loss. I mean, that thing's been with me since the marshes of Baruga.
I might have a couple things I'd be planning to pick back up. You know what I mean?
Such as?
Well, I just, I got like a couple little mementos and,
Well, it was foolish to bring them into the field of glory, my dear. We sacrifice for the greater good.
Well, I mean, now you're right about that. You're right as right. I mean, a broken refrigerator is right 2 times a day, and what have you, and what not, what they've been saying. But now we don't even know where the things are. Expect that they moved them into a cooler, and then we waste our. What if they don't blast a hole that we can use?
Trust an Imperial to recognize an explosive, I suppose. They would
I
have put him
mean,
in
now
some
you
sort
know
of-
about the wrong hole conundrum.
Well, if it comes out explosive, we're in trouble.
Yes, well,
Well,
you never know what's coming for you.
Not until it goes boom, anyway. But very, very good. Good point. No random explosions, then. I guess we'll remain surgical. But then what do we do? I mean, anyone's got any cards? We got to kill time somehow.
I mean, we do have a stone.
That is fair. But what good would it do to blow up the capital ship at this juncture? I was thinking of using it as some sort of bargaining chip, let's say, hey, Laki, surrender, we've got guns trained on you, and also we can blow up your mage ship.
The ship that you're on is at the moment is docked in the command
Also,
ship.
it would cause a catastrophic death of ourselves. I think maybe latency, as the doctor now has learned, is a good lesson.
Hold on. Status check. So right now,
We're still docked to the main ship.
but I am inside a force field in jail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same.
Harry is free.
Mhm.
You are
Also in a force
Where-
field.
okay because you had only just hacked.
Yeah. I just telepathically
So
controlled.
So are we more interested? What's the goal? Like, are we trying to get out of the room, which would be Herodotus alone and you hacking, or are you and I trying to get out of the force field so that we could then all figure out how to get out of this room?
I'm personally trying to get out of the force field. Which
So getting Herodotus out of the room is probably the most straightforward way to get you guys out of the force fields.
Possibly. Is it possible to ask what kind of damage we would incur if we chanced the force field, or is that not even how it works?
I mean, as Dr. Z sort of tried it out, like he was not really even able to push through it at all without just getting ripped to pieces.
Yeah, it was
But,
turning
all
my body into chips.
Force field question. Is there anything in the room that Herodotus could use to either interrupt the force field instead of a body, like a panel or like a thing that he could rip off or throw? Or is there a control sequence somewhere that we could break? Like, not even necessarily the panel, because that would be stupid design for it to be next to the cell, maybe. But maybe not if they think we can't get out. And then if that's not the case, is there would Dr. Z be able, or even me because of circuitry, be able to identify a cable structure that would potentially be that we could destroy to fuck the electricity up or whatever?
Take out the power.
Mm-hmm.
These are many questions. So
There are wall and floor panels that, with a bit of time and effort, Herodotus could potentially pry up and try and use to interrupt the field. Although they might just get disintegrated.
yeah, that might not be the best thing to spend time on.
The projector that projects the field, right? Can I see into it?
So it's hidden inside the wall. The field seems to be coming just out of it. Like there's a seamless join where it comes through.
If I take the gun, right, and sort of point it as parallel as I can to the beam or to the field, and try and aim a shot into that opening.
Are you trying to do some goddamn physics?
Gotta try it.
Yeah, it makes sense. You just ram something into the business end of what's doing the thing to make it stop doing the thing.
We'll try and take a
that's
shot at it.
pretty
essentially.
intuitive, actually.
I like it. I like it.
I want to make sure you understand. I'm not trying to sacrifice the gun. Like I'm putting it so that I'm trying
Hey,
to
now you're just
shoot
shooting
at
it.
the projector. Yeah. But I'll roll D20 because I know you like that. Oh God. No.
Oh, Evan, no. It's
So
a
I was going to say, I
5.
will allow you to not have your traditional -5 for aiming because of your close range, but that you've still just rolled only a 5.
Okay. Does anything
right.
good happen, or if it's just bad, don't tell us.
I mean, you're at a pretty pleasant angle here, though. The way you're shooting it, it's not going to ricochet straight back at you. It's
No.
it's
Yeah,
basic
it's gonna
physics.
ricochet to us.
You're inside the field. If you can get it through to you, then that's a good thing. So Herodotus takes aim. He gets right up there and he shoots, and the plasma blast from this rifle just sort of shoots in, and you can hear it's almost like a conical pew sort of sound as it bounces off the field immediately.
Oh.
And begins blasting out. So there's sort of, there's the corners of the doorway.
Uh-huh.
And then because it's sort of, there's 2 walls basically. There's a wall either side of this field. And the field is projected down the center there. So the wall on Herodotus' side, suddenly just a big hole of it is blown out. Where he can now see that although he hasn't got to the source of where the field is projected from, the field keeps on going through the wall there.
Okay. So can I as opposed to just like trying to shoot my way to the source?
I quite like that.
All right. Well, then we're gonna keep trying, I guess.
Okay, so I won't make you
same
roll. I won't
procedure.
make you roll from them all because you understand the basic physics of the situation now. Herodotus just keeps, takes one step to the left and then blows another chunk of wall out.
I think we're making progress, Doctor. This is what you call surgical precision. I understand you like
Taking
lasers
another
too.
step across, firing another one, blowing out another chunk of wall. This field, it goes surprisingly far into the wall.
Oh, God, it's like termite damage. It just never ends.
And there's a third and a fourth, and now there's like this sort of uneven like centipede of hole that he's made along this wall, along the field. But finally, there's a blast, and he's very near the corner of the room now as well, where the wall blasts out, and there is some sort of device that is projecting the beam. It looks relatively similar to like an energy shield projector.
Okay.
Similar sort of
Familiar.
device.
So what happens if I shoot you here?
We're talking an 18. So Herodotus lining the shot up, shooting at the thing. It's taken a while, him just sort of slowly working his way across the room. He blasts it, and there is suddenly the lights start flickering and going crazy. There are sparks flying out straight into Herodotus' face, kind of blinding him, having to sort of back away from whatever this effect that he's caused is. The two of you in your cells can just sort of see that something weird is going on with the field. There's like just a gap down the middle of it that's just sort of like wavering and fizzing like static, and then there's like sort of, and then the field suddenly just goes weird. And I'm gonna have to have you both make dexterity saves because this field is kind of just collapsing in upon itself and forming random geometric shapes around the room because one of many projectors has been destroyed.
Oh no!
Are you sure? Wait, are you sure that you want it to be dexterity? I just want to
I'm
make sure.
That's gonna be
Okay,
dexterity.
I just thought I wanted to give you a chance to change your mind in case you wanted to be cool today, but that's fine. Like,
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
No.
what is it? Okay, it's an 8.
And
Wow!
I've rolled an 11.
That could be a lot worse. I've traditionally rolled worse. So that should be taken into consideration when deciding my fate.
I mean, you're a giant lumbering bear, it's dangerous. At least you're wearing armor.
I'm not. Didn't they take that?
Shh, don't fuck.
No, they didn't take your armor. They only took
Okay.
your weapons and
Okay, you're right.
technology.
Cool. No, you're right. You're right.
So you still got armor. And still got a parachute, technically.
That's really cool to know about.
Herodotus keeps
And
blasting.
Herodotus has rolled a 13.
Yep.
So Herodotus and Dr. Z are both able to sort of like leap out of the way as this field it twists, and you've kind of just got like wedges, like triangles of this thing, and there's like sparks everywhere as like it's chopping through walls, chopping through floors and ceilings. The energy field is not meant to be in this shape, but unfortunately Cleo doesn't quite get out of the way. And she takes what would have been 5, but she's got armor, so she takes 4 points of damage.
Okay, it's fine. We're good. Don't worry.
Okay, Herodotus sees what's happening and just keeps fucking blasting at the thing then.
Okay.
He's hoping to like short circuit it or something.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was like, wow.
All right, so another shot,
Doesn't care.
and things go
Hey,
like.
but let's save Timothy.
yeah, let's save
It
Timothy.
continues-
Let's ignore what we want to
I
do.
will
Let's
have
just do
you
all this.
remember I am the one who shot him as well.
Ow, Harry!
Cleo like trying to jump out of the way and is getting like chopped by this field. It's like,
Oh, Harry burns! Burns me!
No, sorry.
I'm gonna need all three of you to make another dexterity check as the exact
Oh,
same thing
fuck.
happens again, but
Dick.
the field is like looking like there's big gaps in it.
Okay.
You could probably climb through.
That's the third 13 I roll in a row.
Okay, so once again,
I rolled a
Herodotus and
6.
Dr. Z jump out of the way in the nick of time, and Cleo's like, "Hey, what?"
Ow.
Once again, it's just sort of sliced by this randomly shifting
Does it burn
blade
off
of energy.
my hair into like a shape? I look like the Van Halen album.
Oh, there'll be like wedges as well, because I'm imagining it's almost sort of like origami. You know, you just got all these like triangles.
Is it
sort of,
like an undercut when
Yeah.
you get like a shape shaved into it?
Okay, this time taking 5 more points of damage.
Oh, no.
Okay, it's
I'm
still good. It's
so
still fine. It's still
sorry.
fine because
She's
I have a
still
lot of
alive.
I have a lot of points, okay? And this is not the first time that I've been down. Don't ever
But he'll
doubt
be up
me.
again.
I'm gonna rise above.
So at this point now, the lights are all out. The only light that you have now is the flickering of this energy field. But
Tight.
it's sort of a dangerous mass. It's like there's smoking going on where it's intersecting with parts of the ship that it shouldn't be. It's looking as though like it's altogether possible that a fire might get started in here. But most importantly, there are some awkward dodecahedron-y shaped rhombus. I don't know what shape they are. Yeah, like spaces to which you could escape now. You could step through.
Wait, but then we're still in a room filled with shapes that are moving around without the door.
Well, they only move around when he shoots them.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
So they're
okay.
kind of they are intersecting with these walls and smoking and burning and hissing and like
Yeah.
sparks are going everywhere. But they're still.
Is
They're
any
all
of,
still.
any of them cutting into the door, maybe?
So they're not yet cutting into the door, although they are cutting into the wall right next to the door.
Okay, that's useful. Well, you're welcome.
Let's return to the scene.
Yes.
Herodotus has just done some severe damage to the interior of the brig, of the cells, and a little bit of
Wonderful.
damage to Cleo deCap as well.
Yes.
Only a little.
But all of you are now able to step through some of these odd-shaped, sparking gaps in the energy field and step out into the prison proper.
Right, but we can't get out of this room yet, this hallway.
You can't, but there are a lot of cases where like there's this like red hot sections of wall that are just being sparked and sliced and smoking, where this field is just cutting through places where it shouldn't.
I'll step out of the field and head over to the control panel that Timothy interfaced with previously and try and poke around at it.
I'm just gonna roll a little d20 here to see if it survived.
Yes.
It did.
Nice. Well then, yeah, I'll try and interface with it.
Alrighty, give me a hacking roll.
23.
Heckin' sick.
Alrighty, you get in there, and you can see that within this area, you're able to control the temperature, the lights, and the cells themselves, but you don't seem to be able to access the door.
Okay.
But one thing you can do is turn the energy field on and off.
Right. I guess I'll turn it off for now then. I'll turn off the energy field.
Okay. So as it powers down, you're left now in like almost darkness, where there's just the glow of the walls where they've been chopped by this thing, and the ceiling, and the floor,
Cleo.
and the smell of burning metal
And singed fur.
Yeah.
and singed fur, the worst smell of all.
All right. Yes, Cleo. You.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Can you please dig up that emitter over there? The shield emitter.
Like in the ground?
The one over there in the ground, yes, that, well,
Like,
the thing that burnt you, yes.
well,
You
Is
gotta
it-
like try and like
is it
tear it
off?
free.
is it off?
I've turned it off, yes. Here, let me turn the lights on so you can see.
You know it?
I'll put the lights on in the room.
All right. I'll be nice.
So as you turn on the lights, like some of them sort of flicker on, and like there's still like a lot of them that have just been destroyed. A lot of them just don't seem to be working, but you've got a bit of light to work with now.
All right. Well,
And you can see there are a few of the emitters that are exposed.
My thinking here, Cleo, is that we could dig this up and then bury it near the door. I'll turn it on again very quickly, and we'll try and redirect the shield's powers somewhere else and try and cut our way out.
What's the actual status of the emitters? Are they exposed? Are they under concrete? Are they
so some of them are exposed. Some of them are still under, because they're buried into the walls and the floor and the ceiling, so that the field hyperextends past where you actually can get at it.
All right.
But because Herodotus blasted holes all the way to one of them, but he destroyed that one, it just sort of warped the fields and there's chopped chunks everywhere. So now a few of these you actually can sort of get at. There's like big just sections of floor that are gone, and you can see the emitters just sort of exposed there.
Well, let's do this. Do I need to roll a bear claws or
Give me a strength.
a strength? Well, y'all are in for a treat. Y'all are in for a bit of a treat. Here is the thing.
We're in trouble.
I may be crispy, but I rolled a 22, so...
So Cleo sort of ducking down and grabbing this thing, and each one is quite large. She's able to grab it and just heave it with a creaking, horrible sound of bending and twisting metal, and some small amount of strain. She eventually pries it free from its location buried in the floor. And it comes away. It's kind of it's heavy. It's a big, hefty, heavy thing, but it's kind of like it's like a projector, I suppose, but very, very solid and dense, with a large lens at one end, and then some fat trailing cables that sort of drop back down into the floor.
Oh, very cyberpunk.
Very.
And I'm ripping at it. I'm ripping at it good.
So you've pulled it free from its foundations. It is still attached by wiring, although that could be a good thing.
See?
Yes, Cleo, I'm going to, let's put it on the ground and do some tests. I'll turn it on and off again quickly to see which way it's firing.
Oh, you sure?
Yes. Maybe we could put it in front of this door. We might get lucky.
All right. And I've got it in my mouth, and I'm dragging it.
I'm not turning it on in your mouth for sure.
I'm dragging it. I'm going backwards. I'm pulling it. I'm dragging it. I'm shaking my head a little bit. I'm dragging it over to the aforementioned zone, and I'm going to place it very carefully, and then I'm gonna amble all the way back to the other side.
All right. So
With my ass still smoking.
Yeah.
just gonna sort of like hang back as far away as possible from this emitter.
I absolutely am gonna hang as far the hell away, and I suggest
I
that you should do the
Herodotus
same.
might do the same.
Yes, Harry. I'm not too sure how this is going to play out.
I think everybody should do that too.
I have to stand.
Dr. Z is the only one that won't be able to, because he has to stay by the
I have
control
stand
panel to
next
turn
it
this
and turn it
on.
All right.
Doctor.
Yes, Harry.
Be careful.
Right. Push the button.
All right, you push the button, and immediately, like, there's the same sort of thing of random shards of energy field forming, but what's worse is that there's like a twisty parabolic curve of it coming out towards the emitter that Cleo has moved. Now they're not even in line anymore, so it's creating this really messed up sort of situation.
All right.
But you don't have very long to sort of think about that before the thing that she moves just starts rocketing about the room.
Cool. That's
Yes.
please don't ask me for another dexterity roll.
Yeah.
I only need one from the doctor this time.
Oh,
5.
You guys are at the far end of the room. Not so lucky.
wow, we're really getting it, you guys.
Fuck.
In the B.
In the boy. Not the good bee.
So Dr. Z, he punches the button, turns the thing off, but not before the projector is just sort of wailing about the room, and it's dragging a warped, twisted version of the energy field about with it. It's just slicing through, so like the walls between cells are just sort of chopped apart. The floor, there's like just a big gap now where you're sort of looking down into some sort of service section beneath the prison.
Yeah.
Looks like it sort of lets you into like a different part of the ship. The door, unfortunately, is sort of chopped and singed a bit, but not penetrated. before Dr. Z is struck by a rogue section of this thing right before he manages to turn it off. Taking 7 points of damage.
Okay, all right.
Which
Hey,
is
we're
the
good.
maximum amount of damage he can
Yes, exactly.
take.
Oh, all right.
What's it mean, Basil?
Okay, so there's good news and there's bad news. You have chopped a hole into the service tunnels beneath the cells.
Brilliant.
But Dr. Z, the entire
Deadly
honey boy,
wounded.
is going into some sort of like shock mechanism where it's just sort of spasm and sort of flipping about as it loses all sort of all shape and form. And Dr. Z inside suddenly realizes that he's sort of just getting sort of shunted about inside there, and the life support systems that he requires inside there are no longer functioning correctly as he begins to drift out of consciousness.
What the?
Walk.
Okay, wow.
Straight arse.
So I'm unconscious now?
Okay.
You're unconscious inside the jelly boy. So the two of you can see the jelly boy is just sort of bubbling on the ground. It's like a sort of just a heap.
Pull yourself together, Doctor. We've got serious business.
I'm unconscious.
And there's just
I thought for a second I
palpable
panicked and I was
silence.
like, am I supposed to do something?
There's a silence. All you can really hear is like the fizz and buzz of like some cable somewhere that you've definitely destroyed.
This is my
in the
this is my
vicinity.
Cleo shocking herself with the electricity
A
moment.
sparking, fizzing sound.
But okay,
And
so,
sort of
do we have access to these tunnels under the prison now? You think?
Yes, you do. There's just a smacking, bubbling noise as the honey boy is just sort of flopping about.
Cleo, see what you can do about him. I'll explore down there. The old mole man training is finally paying off.
All right, Harry. Okay, I'm looking at my sheet really quick because did I have a medical kit?
They probably would have taken that though, and also I don't know how much medical skill will
I
really
don't-
help the doctor.
It doesn't matter
That's
because I
a
don't.
question. I mean, I would go
non-organic
out and
body,
say
isn't it?
because it is sort of like a nanobot sort of system, like maybe
Maybe it'll
medical
fix
kits actually work on it.
itself. Can I
Well,
just?
I think it is like a self-repairing, self-replicating device, but the real danger is that Dr. Z is inside there without any sort of life
Shit.
support.
Can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do we think that he's in danger because he's inside it without life support? And if so, what do you guys think about me taking him out of there? Just,
Well-
I don't know. Does he need to be in the air?
Outside of sort of like plot and so on, like getting him out of there is exactly medically what needs to happen. But would Cleo recognize that?
Well, I think that as an entity that knows Z, that would seem strange to me. And I mean, getting you out is what my brain would want to do. And I'm the fucking brain that drives both of these idiots.
Well then, stop talking about it
Let's do
and
it.
talk about how you're going to do it.
Well, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it. I'm seeing it. And I have already noticed that the glow of Dr. Z's jelly self is less. And the magical, like, beautiful hair and water movements have stopped. And he looks crispy. And he's, like, changing colors.
Oh, no.
These things look like suffocation to me. I'm feeling concerned as a human, as an Ursine, as a member of the infinite and ever-expanding origami universe that we all come from.
drugs,
and I'm
kids.
like, let's open that bitch up and get him out. So I'm gonna take my smoking behind over to the prone honey boy, and I'm going to do a bit of a smell. I'm gonna nose him a little bit. I gotta test, you know, like you find somebody passed out, you gotta figure out. You gotta take stock. Like, do they taste weird? Have they gone off? Is there like a sudden hardness? Never mind. Nope.
Is this a tragedy or is it lunch?
Yes. I've never really messed with the honey boy because A, Z doesn't really let us, and B, it's fairly new to our little cadre here. And I'm gonna start carefully going through a process of experimentation to see, like, does he respond to pressure? Does this hurt? What's this material like? Can I get in it?
Is he ticklish?
Yeah, does he like that?
So as you sort of start nosing about at it, you're able to sort of like, you can prod and poke at Z himself, because the thing is, the honey boy is quite deflated now. Z is really like motionless in there. Like if you weren't worried about his health before, I believe you would be now, because it's very evident that something is wrong with the jellyfish inside there. As to the honey boy itself, it doesn't feel its usual sort of like bouncy jelly crispness. It sort of feels almost like a bit more like sort of like a leathery sack.
Limp. A leathery sack. You don't say.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry for what I am and who I am as a person.
There's no way that I set you up for failure there by saying the words leathery and sack. And
you
close
just had
succession.
such a straight face, and I thought maybe you were innocent, but I should have known. I'm gonna try to very carefully kind of get inside the honey boy. I imagine I will have to employ the use of my paws to do this, but I'm going to be extremely careful because I know I could fucking rip him, and that would be like the worst story ever.
That would be a rip.
It's like, and then Cleo killed Dr. Z in one quick swipe of her claws.
And that's not what's happening, guys. So don't worry. I'm gonna get him out, and I don't want to hurt him like that. I don't have any water to put him in, other than like, nope, I don't have any water. So, so yeah, I'm gonna open him up kind of like with my hands, my claws.
Okay, so the honey boy, and it's destroyed, and it's sort of just defeated state. It's no longer really trying to hold itself together, because it's normally quite an armored kind of thing. It's got like a nice strong structure to it. Now it does actually peel apart with the use of your claws. You're able to just sort of rip open a slit and pull back the edges of this honey boy and able to sort of flop out the form of Dr. Z.
Is that a verb?
Yeah. Everything's a verb. Out. Everything's a verb if you put ing on it.
Yeah, if you want it to be.
Sure.
That's how, didn't you know? Everything's a verb if you want it hard enough.
So you take Dr. Z out, and the color immediately, he seems to be sort of like restoring a little bit more to his normal color, normal hue. And then the bioluminescence sort of starts up again. And the jellyfish in your furry paws.
You should insert magic sparkly music.
sort of just wriggles and pulses a little bit as Dr. Z himself finally able to sort of escape the confines of that dead shell that he was sitting in.
This is so magical.
Is able to sort of not so much breathe, but just tap into the residual oxygen that's already within his jelly structure.
Ah, yes, the residual.
This is a big deal. I just saved your life.
I was gonna die.
You're gonna die.
And he comes back
You won't be done dead.
into consciousness, but the most exposed and sort of sitting about his vignette, sitting in Cleo's hands.
Oh.
Well, fucking thanks. I'm still knocked out though, right? I'm just alive.
No, you come conscious.
I'm
now.
conscious again. All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
So is there any water in this room?
Nice. Well,
They didn't
Harry
bring us
hasn't
anything.
gone to the old toilet room for a while.
Yeah, you got little bathroom facilities in each cell.
City port in a storm? No. Oh,
Oh.
all right.
Oh no! Look, it's up to you, Z. You're gonna be the one.
He crawled
view it.
He crawled all night through that shit and thing. Oh, what's the
I-
line from
Crawl to freedom through
Yeah,
a
he-
river of shit.
You want to quote that?
That
in
was a
every
possible
episode,
escape
and-
plan, though, wasn't it? Like Dr. Z just ejects himself out of the honey boy and
Dick!
swims through the toilet.
Dick,
Oh,
shut
that would have
up.
been good.
I'm not doing that.
We should have done that.
Well,
That would-
okay, but Dr.
that would have
Z.
been
I would rather
Um,
kill
what if-
Timothy.
What if you listen? What if you need to go into the toilet to live? Because Dick just said that you might die.
Well, it's not that dire yet, so I don't think I need to go jumping
I mean,
into.
it would be good. It would be good for him to take just a deep breath before sort of coming back out again. Yeah.
Is it that bad? Like, how much like a fish are you?
Well, he's like a jellyfish, and jellyfish can survive on land for ages, for hours.
Really? Is that? I don't know that.
Yeah, they're fine. That like if they're just as long as they're not too dry. Like as long as they don't dry out and cook, they can
Okay.
survive on the land for quite a while. And then the tide comes in and carries them off, and they're fine. They swim off.
All right, so you can just stay like this for a while.
Yeah,
I'll hold you in my cupped paws.
Thank you.
It would be good to moisten him before too long.
Z!
Yes, yes,
Z!
yes, Cleo, thank you.
Yeah, you alright?
Well, I seem to black out there. Did anything
I got you
happen?
out! I got you out!
Oh, yes, so, well, we're still here. What'd you give me?
Well,
the jelly boy.
You was passed out.
Yes.
I'd do something.
Any chance we could bring the, jelly boy with us?
I mean, I could just put it on me on the top.
So wear it like a little cape.
Yeah.
It is kind of, yeah. It's this
Maybe
sort of,
it'll cool
this
down
limp
my burnt
thing
parts.
now.
Can I get like a? I mean, we could drag it. I'll wear it on my back, like a backpack. And well, what about you?
I'll be, fine for now.
Where am
And
I?
just like
gonna-
eyeing,
Perch him on the
I'll
shoulder or
just eye
something.
the toilet water and be like, yes, I'm fine for now.
Well, where do you want to? I mean, I could.
Your shoulder's perfect.
All right. I mean, because now, all right. You tell me though, because I mean, I might smell bad enough to knock a dog off a gut wagon.
I can't
but-
smell anything right now, Cleo. You're fine.
Well, you will. You will. There are things to smell. I'll tell you what.
Yes.
So, I mean, I could help you out. I got some water.
By the way, all the while, Herodotus is crawling down in the...
I think we need to get over to him.
Oh my
because
God.
Herodotus did jump in, didn't he? Right as Cleo started sorting this out.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move over to Herodotus.
Cool.
Herodotus, having sort of jumped down into the gap, there's narrowly avoiding singeing himself on the red hot edges of the floor. The service passageway is about 2 meters across. It's quite wide, but it's not very deep because you're just under the floor basically. So you've got to crawl on all fours. You don't have to squirm along on your belly like a worm, but it is still sort of tough going. And you're
Bent over like a pangolin.
you only got one option of which direction to travel in, unfortunately, because the floor is just sort of bent and burnt, twisted down in the other direction.
Well, 'cause you're in a tube, mate.
Yeah.
Bloody awful craftsmanship.
Can I find like an exit?
So if you sort of keep crawling along, you can see that this area it's lit.
It is
Just
lit.
sporadically. Yeah. It's lit in here.
It is lit.
Sporadically with like little like sort of glow sticky kind of bars.
Glow sticky kind of bars, eh?
Yeah, if you get closer to one, you can see that they actually can be removed from the wall. They're like sort of little flares, little bioluminescent flares.
Oh, well, I'll take the lot. And I'll take one and like Can I try and shimmy one behind me down the passage back to the other so they can have one too?
I'm all for the sharing, you know, all for the comrades.
You certainly can. So you can have one sort of sitting there in the thing, almost like a trail of breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
As I guess you're sort of like snatching up a few of them.
Here you go, Cleo. A light to show you the way.
Galadriel.
How can I get that? How far away am I?
So you guys are just standing up on the floor up above this, but it's not far below. It's where there's a hole in the floor.
Shit, can I fit in there?
But also, yes, Cleo will be able to fit in there, but she actually will have to sort of crawl on her belly like a worm.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
You know, I'm gonna wait and see if it's good first.
Yeah, backing up might be a
Sensible.
problem.
I don't want to go in there and find out, hey, y'all, there's like bees.
Hey, that went pretty well for last time.
Well,
Hey, honey boy.
how many more times can it go well?
And Clan Zarg as well.
Yep.
So this the service passageway, it seems to take you directly over. There's panels beneath you, like little trapdoor panels, but you don't see anything like on the sides or above yet.
Okay.
After you get past three or so of these little service trapdoor panels, you eventually suddenly realize that you're approaching an end. Well, it looks like maybe even a dead end. But right there at the end, you can see off to the left, there is what looks like a hatch.
Oh,
Just a square hatch.
Herodotus takes a moment as hatch reminds him of the ovum, and a pang of homesickness hits him.
then he steals himself what the universe has.
And he goes for the hatch.
I've found an exit. Follow me down the tube. You can't miss it.
All right. Try it. Try the door.
Oh, very well.
And the Herodotus moves so that his gun is like in front of him as he shimmies the door open.
Right, you pull open this hatch.
Some of us got a backside like a planet.
And immediately the hatch sort of like pulls down and open, and you can see that you're now just looking out of the ship.
As in like into space?
No, out of the ship
Or
into
in the port, so there's like air
into the
outside.
port. Yeah, where you're parked.
Oh.
And it's quite a small square hatch. And as you pull it open, you can see that there is several lines of soldiers dressed in their finest dress uniforms with these same ceremonial rifles, all sort of lined up in a row.
That's also bad.
Shit. Well, it could be pretty good.
And standing in front of them, sort of like wringing his hands, is Admiral Larky. And he seems to be talking animatedly into a communication device.
No. What?
Presumably in contact with the soldiers on board the vessel with you, who have sealed you into one of the wings.
Yay. Oh, wait. So there was only the doctor who was in contact with the hacktivist guy, right?
Yeah. And that was
Yeah.
electronic as well, so there's no way of doing that now.
No.
Yeah, none of you have got the tools to do it just yet. But although actually, I mean, Cleo might be able to rip Z's communicator out of the Jelly Boy, out of the Honey Boy.
I could do that. Does anybody want that?
Smart Bear, Cleo.
What do you need, baby?
I need the communicator, please. Could you peel back the jelly and just expose the little wires?
Let's see. Let me have a look here. Now, well, hold on there, I'm trying to get it out, but Honey Boy, why so dry that the trees are bribing the dogs? You know what I mean? Oh, hold on. Well, I got it.
And as you get it out, you see it's completely like dead and turned off, and there's a tiny little coin-sized device latched onto it magnetically. You remember this is what they used to shut down Z's equipment in the first place.
Can I rip that off?
You can definitely rip that off.
Do I need to roll a strong?
Give me a
Like, how good of a magnet is this?
You easily have the strength to get it off, but like is whether or not you get it off without destroying the device beneath.
Oh, I see. Cool. So I guess you want dexterity, don't you?
Yeah, I think I want dexterity for that.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Oh.
There it is.
No.
Oh my god, it's
a minus
dig!
3.
Oh, it's a -3, y'all. Whoa.
So Cleo
Breaks.
grabs onto
Oh
the
my
little
God.
EMP
I'm
device.
really
She gets her
sorry.
claws in behind it, and she yanks it off. And along with it come several wires from inside the communicator,
I'm fucking sorry.
which flickers and sparks and lights up for a moment. You get this brief moment. You can see that Dr. Z has got, like dozens of missed calls and messages.
Great.
And you get the briefest moment where you see projected the image of a rather sleek, militarized-looking robot, a synth with sort of just like a dark grey matte finish, holding what looks like a very frighteningly large blaster in one hand and a chef's hat on its head.
It's crispy.
The flickering image, barely there's like, "Well, Doctor, we're in the area. Just let us know when you want us." And it's cut off.
Okay. call this episode Timothy.
Sweet Timothy.
Sweet Timothy, do not harm sweet Timothy.
Man, we harmed.
At
Wait.
least Timothy
eh?
did get away and survive.
So
Exactly.
Crispy,
Well, we
Crispy
don't know
can
that,
gun
though.
down
Doctor
those dudes,
died.
and then we can come out of the hole and be good.
Fucking Jesus.
That's it. We're gonna make it, y'all.
We're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it.
Looks like we'll make it. So I'm thinking,
After
right? We get
all.
off of this ship, then we try. I mean, the communicator's fucked, I guess, but we gotta try and find. Well, we gotta just find another ship and get off this thing, and then detonate. Hopefully, taking fucking Larky with him.
Wait, you didn't want to kill
Or-
Timothy, and now you're okay with blowing up the whole ship. Stop.
Well, now we gotten too close.
When
to
it's
danger.
more impersonal, you know? When it's just at the push
when
of a
it
button. That's
affects
the Imperial
Harry,
way,
yes.
after all.
No, stop. I'm not into that. I played along with your
Let's-
shit this episode. I'm not doing it next.
Let's.
You didn't want to hurt
just-
one guy, and now you're okay with blowing up an
'Cause it's
entire
a
ship.
person. Yeah,
A ship's got hundreds of thousands of people.
yeah, but we've met none of them.
Ugh,
Timothy had surrendered. He was one of us. He was an outcast.
he wasn't.
It's the
Yeah, I
rules
mean, you have met
of
Larky,
the
but,
rules of
he's
parlay.
not-
Yeah,
but
he
Larky,
wasn't.
Larky needs to die.
But I know a thing now.
Listen, no one seems worried about the undercut that I got today.
That's probably because it looks quite fetching.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure that we were very aware of it.
Yeah. It's
Remind
going
us
to be
it's a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a way meant to cause guilt.
Yeah.
To distract you from the fact that I have destroyed the communicator.
No.
Well, I think we gotta mosey on out of here, partners.
Yes.
Get it on or get it going.
But before we can entirely vacate the premises, I'd like to take a moment to thank those who fund our misadventures.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking, of course, about the patrons.
Patreon.
Los patrones.
And they are Cheaper by the Dungeon.
Cheaper by the dungeon.
And Lucas Stuff.
Never dies.
Die Meister.
Lou, Kiss Duff,
And Marcus Brackelman.
Broccoli boy.
Brackle.
Mark Man,
And Fernando Garcia.
Ah, Mr. Garcia Station.
a dinner for three. Yeah.
Fancy.
And Noodle, who we actually know is really called Dan.
And he's a chef in his own castle.
Damn, Dan, you damn.
Castle Chef.
Castle
Does he
Chef.
cook a lot
Chef
of
Castle.
noodles?
No, he never does noodles.
That would be cannibalism.
He never does the noodle. The
He
noodle
does
he does
not
not
do that. He doesn't. The Abel Queen.
My queen.
That's a good noise. Yeah, Bale
He just
Queen.
copied me.
Zale queen.
Dan, you don't own B sounds.
I own it now. It's mine.
I peed on it. I own it. Nicole Snyder.
Hey guys, it's Nicole.
Hey guys, it's Nicole.
Hey guys.
Rob Schneider is a stapler.
Is
Rob
Nicole.
Schneider is. Hey guys, it's Nicole.
And Randy Loving.
Oh, Randy.
Oh.
Old
Hey,
Randy
Dan.
Loving.
Hey, Dan. How do you feel
An
about
old
Randy?
prospect around this bar.
Randy.
And
He
Wybots.
don't,
Yeah.
he don't take too kindly to
You lovin'.
trespassers, but
We do love. We love Randy.
Lovins?
We love Randy.
Yeah.
And Wybots 999.
Yes, Mr. Wibbits.
Yeah.
Which we were certain his name was Toby, but it's not.
You guys
am
thought
Lord.
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did not think that.
Why bots backwards? We thought it was Toby, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you thought that.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yes, I did
It
think
was
that.
only you. It was only you
It
alone.
was not.
And Trevor forever.
Forever.
Trevor forever.
Congratulations on your dice, Trevor.
Ever, and ever.
And Ben the Tooth
Mr. Tooth.
Il dente.
from No Mercy podcast. And he's a little
No.
bugger
No bagger.
little fella.
called Funky
No
Weeman.
Funky Weeman, fuck.
Funky Weeman. When you say it like that, it sounds like something totally different. And Daphne, also known as
Dolph.
Doff.
Doff.
Hey, fucking Dolph. He can see you.
I just realized, like, Doff. It's sounds like very
Aggressive knocking.
well,
or-
onomatopoeic. It sounds like dance music, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does. You're like a hot dance track. That's you.
Duff, duff, duff.
Those are the people that literally fuel the spaceship, y'all.
Thank you very much for your space set.
And if
Thank you.
you want to thank anybody, maybe you can thank Dick for like making all this shit up. But also
his
them.
brain.
Well, thank
And
the
you did-
Emperor for his glorious presence among us all today.
You could do that,
Yeah.
but
You could.
anarchy.
And thank you so much for listening to another episode of Us.
Backwater bastards.
See you next week, you bastards.
Yeah.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.
Y'all come
Don't
back now.
get chopped up by any energy fields.
You hear?
That's a good idea because that shit hurts.
It do.
Happened to me
One,
twice.
one time I got stuck in a revolving door and that hurt too.
Yeah.
So
Bah.
it's probably not quite the same because it didn't burn me, but it might have if I'd stayed longer.
Tune in next time for another edge of your seat adventure in space with the Backwater Bastards.
If you enjoy listening, but also have eyes, check out our Instagram, where we post drawings, illustrations, character art from our adventures. Backwater_bastards. Check out our Instagram on Instagram.